Welcome, wrestling fans. We are here live with the Clash of the Champions here on the Nation Network. What a night it is going to be. What a lineup we have coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Tag Team titles will be on the line. We saw what happened a few weeks ago between Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham, the winners of the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament, when they went head-to-head with the Russians. Nothing settled in that one.
Not only was nothing settled, I think it got a little bit more heated, if that was even possible. It was an absolute brawl. It will be again tonight, only this time we are guaranteed winners.
Indeed, it'll be a ladder match. There will be a ladder that they will have to set up in the ring, climb up, and grab the tag team titles. The team that can do that will become the United States Tag Team Champions. Guaranteed winner in this one. Also, the World Tag Team titles on the line. It is going to be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, the defending champions, America's team going up against the new Midnight Express. And we just found out this past Saturday who the man in the mask really was.
Luke Stan Lane, as he's now going by, used to be a teammate of Stan Kern with the Fabulous Ones. Now apparently hitching his wagon to Jim Cornette, who made an appearance as well.
Indeed, this new variation of the Midnight Express. Looking forward to find out some more information on what all went into this whole shenanigans that took place weeks and weeks ago and cost Dennis Condrey's in-ring career to make that open spot for Stan Lane. Seems there could have been a better way of doing things. Also, we're going to see the United States champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger, one-on-one with the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're going to have a winner tonight because it's a finish-him match.
Essentially, it'll be an I Quit match, but a finishing match is basically the figure four leg lock versus the torture rack. Which one of these men can put it on and which one of these men can make their opponent give up, and that is not going to be an easy task.
It is not going to be an easy task. It is going to be one of the hardest challenges, I believe, for both of these men in their career, and that's saying quite a lot. And then, of course, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Sting is putting it up against the leader of the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Michael P.S. Hayes is a challenge for anybody. Once you step inside the squared circle, I do believe Sting is up to that challenge.
We'll all find out, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, we're going to send you up to the ring right now for our opening contest. And this is another one that promises to be one that you will not forget. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert getting ready to make his entrance right now as we take you down to ringside. All right, let's kick this thing off. Clash of the Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tennessee, weighing in at 222 pounds, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
For those of you fans joining us from the Northeast, we hope you're staying warm tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Clash of the Champions here on the Superstation that is the nation.
Mixed reaction here tonight for Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Here comes his opponent. Boy, oh boy, what a way to kick things off.
From the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 450 pounds, the man they call Vader.
The man Mountain Vader himself, a man referred to as the Mastodon in some circles. He is just a big load of pain.
Yeah, I can think of a lot of guys in that locker room that I would never want to have to get in the ring with, but I've got to believe Vader's way at the top of that list.
the strongest and most powerful men that I have seen in a long time. And considering the business we're in, that does say indeed a lot.
This crowd is electric, and they are ready for the opening match. Here we go. Hot stuff Eddie Gilbert with a drop kicking Vader down. And look at this, Gilbert biting the hand of Vader.
Well, again, I see a mixed reaction from the crowd here, but I think they're all equally shocked that Vader has gone down onto the mat that quickly. And look at Gilbert early on with the advantage. And I can't believe that. And now, granted, he's got, I would say, a slight advantage in experience, but for all that he gives up to Vader in size, strength, and everything else, I just can't believe he was able to pull that much out.
And now Vader has him in a submission hold. The referee is right there. Charles Robinson asking if he wants to tap out. He will not give it up.
Well, at least not yet.
We come to you live from Huntsville, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen, with the Clash of the Champions. Hot stuff Eddie Gilbert getting ready in the corner now as he sizes up Vader. Look at this, loading up that right hand. There's a wind-up. And he caught Vader right on the jaw. And now there's a small package. I can't believe what he's doing here.
Well, I think Vader may have underestimated Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and that is a massive mistake.
Want to welcome everybody joining us live here on the Nation Network for the Clash of the Champions. Andrew Roberts in the house. Dorks One is here, along with the Ancient Clown.
Always a party when the clown's around.
Backs him into the ropes now, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And we got a clean break. Off the ropes, Vader back out front, and the elbow right to the mouth. I gotta tell you, I am amazed at Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, what he's able to do here tonight in this matchup.
Well, this is Clash of the Champions. This is the larger audience as opposed to a 605 show. A lot more eyes here in prime time. All of our champions are in the house. Scott Steiner will be defending the television title against the former champion, the Great Muta. That match coming up shortly. And anytime you can be on a card with this many champions that get a win, that is going to go a long way. But imagine if he finds a way to get a win over Vader.
I'm telling you right now, I've not seen Vader in this situation ever. And right now, Gilbert is making this look easy, and now he just split him open right above the eyebrow with that flying fist drop. And he goes for it again. There's a count, and he almost put him away.
Well, you know what? Everybody has good days and bad days, and this may just have been Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's day because he is doing a hell of a job right now on Vader, and I can't believe it.
And now Vader has had enough, and perhaps it's time, as far as he's concerned, to turn this thing around, but Gilbert quickly responds. Uh-oh.
Oh, whatever goes up must come down. In this case, it happens to be Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Vader just throwing Hot Stuff into the corner, and now starting to fire up. Here's the problem if you're Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. You didn't put him away when you had the chance, and now what you've got is an angry Vader. I don't know that you want to ever see that. Vader bomb.
If he puts him away with that, it was out of mercy alone because he could have done more damage tonight. He's going to go for it again. I can't believe it.
I feel like something's got to be wrong with Vader tonight. This is not the way we normally would see him wrestle a match like this. And drops Gilbert across the top rope, now punishing him. Throws him out to the floor, and Vader looks absolutely perturbed. What's he going to do here? He's out there with hot stuff on the floor. Boot to the midsection. Has him up, and oh my God, he power bombs him on the apron. He may have broke his back.
There is no forgiveness in that portion of the ring, I can tell you right now. And Eddie Gilbert is going to pay the price for what he did earlier on in this match if Vader has anything to say about it.
Well, Gilbert's coming back. He caught Vader with an elbow, and now another one. Fans, this is just the opening matchup. Can only imagine what the rest of the night's going to look like. Went for the drop kick, and Vader just knocked it away. Irish whip into the corner he goes. Vader crashing in on hot stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Oh, he's up on that top rope now, and this is not going to end well.
300 pounds of Vader coming down across the chest of hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. The action taking place now here on the floor. They've got 10 seconds to get back inside the ring as the referee trying to get them to do so.
Imagine having to be Charles Robinson referee in this match with Vader being in the mental state that he's probably in right now. He goes for another cover on Gilbert.
Almost got him that time. And he's getting into the ear of Charles Robinson. Says, I want a faster count. Gilbert not done. Irish whip to the ropes. Back out front. Drop down by hot stuff Eddie Gilbert. Oh, flying clothesline. Perfectly executed by Gilbert, who goes for the cover now. Hook in the leg.
He might have a... Oh, that was close.
No sledgehammer right between the shoulder blades. And hot stuff Eddie Gilbert now. Once again, the Irish whip sends him into the corner. He manages to scoop the big man up in a slam. And went for that fist drop again. This time, Vader moving out of the way.
He took a couple of those earlier on, and it split him open. He knew enough to get out of the way of this one. And look out, Vader bomb.
That one shook the front row. And Gilbert kicks out.
Where is he getting this from? I have no idea.
Somehow hot stuff Eddie Gilbert kicking out of the Vader bomb. Head first into the turnbuckle, and now Vader crushing the midsection of Gilbert as he takes him down, throws him across the ring. Vader comes up, big splash, and that could be all she wrote.
Vader is waiting for hot stuff Eddie Gilbert to get back up, and Gilbert manages to avoid Vader momentarily. Now has the big man up for a pile driver.
That might be it. Just dropped him on his head, and now Vader is dazed. He is hurt. Gilbert's gonna do it again. Vader, back body drop. Reverse suplex, face first, and now the headbutt. Oh man, that one connecting. Vader is ready to put this one away. And I feel like he can do that anytime he wants. Choking hot stuff Eddie Gilbert using the top rope. Gilbert's in trouble.
Gilbert's in a lot of trouble. And then again, when you had this man in a compromised position early on, you needed to put him away. And by not doing that, all you did is anger him.
This might be it. Vader just clobbered him from behind, and indeed, down he goes. But that was a lot more work than I think he had planned for tonight.
Well, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert deserves a lot of appreciation, recognition for the effort he put out here tonight, because I don't think on paper anybody would have thought he was going to give Vader a fight, but he gave him one hell of a fight.
Almost pulled out a victory. I mean, really close. Here we see one of the early, Vader just, look at how he uses that frame. Springboarding off the ropes and just crushing down with all that weight across the chest. Watch it again now from the top rope. For a big man, he can do things that a big man shouldn't be able to do.
Well, with him, we see that all the time. This is nothing new.
Had him up in the air, and look at that. Absolutely rocked him with that one. Off the ropes. Big splash.
And let's not forget what he did to him with that ring apron. That was a tremendous hit. But here comes Eddie Gilbert. He hit him with one now. He should have gone for the pin there, but then tried for a second one, and that's where he paid the price. And here's the finish.
Look at that. Face first into the mat. Oh, take a look. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. His leg is under the bottom rope. Referee Charles Robinson missed that.
Here is your winner.
I don't think there's a problem with that. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert wouldn't have kicked out anyway.
All right, fans, we're just getting started. Clash of the Champions is going to be one heck of a night. Stick around. More action coming your way when we return.
Wow, the stinger.
Timmy, I'm from the Dream Come True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet. Mom, Dad, it's really him. Hold on. Now I'm ready.
It looks so real.
Don't count on Sprite to do anything but quench your thirst.
All right, fans, we are back. Ready for our first title match of the night.
One fall. That is for the National Wrestling Alliance World Television Championship.
Well, this is a return match. Many weeks in the making. The great Muta coming down with his manager, Kevin Sullivan, and he is the former television champion. Held that title for over a year. Nobody could take it away from him.
Muta would eventually lose the championship to Terry Funk. Terry Funk, in turn, has lost that title now to Scott Steiner. And Muta has been waiting patiently for a return match, and now it'll be up against Scott Steiner, not Terry Funk. Oh, it's a different look for Muta. There's that green mist. And we know he'll use that if given a chance. Once again, I want to welcome everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network. William Weir in the house. And here comes the television champion. Scotty Steiner heading down the aisle. He and his brother Rick Steiner, one heck of a tag team here in the NWA, but he's gone out on some singles matches, and look what he came back with, singles championship gold.
Well, Scott Steiner looks like he is ready for business here tonight.
We have got a raucous crowd on hand tonight.
Introducing the challenger. From the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Great Muta! And his opponent, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 276 pounds, the National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, Scott Steiner.
Here is the champion, Scott Steiner. He is ready for action.
It's going to be a tremendous matchup right here. Muta, of course, such a long-time champion. And it has been a while since he's had an opportunity to take a crack at this championship that he's got here now tonight. And look at this, Steiner wasting no time at all right after him and dropping him with that DDT.
Couldn't help but notice the look on the face and the expression on Kevin Sullivan as his man, look at him, he's barking instructions right now at Muta, trying to get him back on track, because right now the champion is in complete control. And look at this! Steiner wrenching back on the neck.
Well, both of these men are trained fighters. Of course, Scott Steiner is a standout from the University of Michigan, amateur style, freestyle wrestling. And Muta has been trained very well in many forms of the martial arts. And we know he is very, very quick as well. With both the hands and the feet, he can get you from a lot of different directions, and expect to see that as the match goes on.
Oh, look at Muta raking the eyes. And now rolls up the blinded Scott Steiner. Referee is there. Steiner reverses it. And another reversal.
Round and round, and nobody gaining the full advantage.
Kevin Sullivan is up on the apron right now. He is not happy at all. He just looks like he removed the turnbuckle pad. As Muta comes off the top rope but missed the target.
Well, he's back on track right now. The old big forearm right across the back of the neck area of Scott Steiner, and now that got the champion's full attention.
Rear waist look locked by Muta, and now look at Steiner. Snapmares him over and has that rear chin lock cinched in deep, and he is wrenching it up for all it's worth. Jawbreaker, nicely done, and Steiner is stunned. Muta with the chops. When we talked about the martial arts, now we're starting to see it.
Muta outside that ring, and he has got, oh, he went after the champion here, but the two of them tie up ringside, and it is getting a little bit nasty right here, and perhaps it is starting to get a little bit more personal.
Steiner now going for the cover, and Muta kicks out on one. Senior referee right now, Charles Robinson, in the ring tonight. Working the head and neck of Muta. And now from a deadlift, look at the power of Scott Steiner. Has him up running, power slam.
Scott Steiner is really taking the fight to the challenger here tonight.
Oh, went for the splash and nobody home. Muta getting out of the way. And now Muta's got the legs. Reaching back, and he's got it on him. Referee is there to see if Steiner wants to submit.
He will not give it up. The title is on the line, and that television title means a lot to Scott Steiner. I don't mind telling you. There's that Steiner line.
That might be enough. Knock the paint right off of Muta. What a battle these two men are having, ladies and gentlemen. And now Steiner brings him over and drops him across the top rope. Frankensteiner, and he got him!
Well, a lot of times he will do that move and go straight into the pinfall. However, this time he is having now words with Kevin Sullivan. That is a big mistake by the champion.
Sullivan distracting Steiner and perhaps saving his man's chances. Oh, this is going to be bad. Has him up with a suplex. Steiner driver. Sullivan realizes what that means. Muta kicks out.
He may have kicked out, but I can't believe there's anything left.
Now the action taking place here ringside on the floor, and once again Kevin Sullivan helplessly watching on. And if you're Scott Steiner, you better keep your eyes in the back of your head as well, because Kevin Sullivan won't sit back idly if he has a chance. Oh, Muta with a drop kick to the knee. The champion is injured.
He drop kicked right on that kneecap, and that might be a problem.
The momentum has turned, and Muta continues to target the knee of Scott Steiner. There's the kick, and again going after that knee. He knows he's got an injured part of the body, and he is attacking it. Muta now for the top rope. Is he going to go for that moonsault? There it is. We might be looking at a new champion.
He spent a little extra time before going for the cover. Will it matter? Steiner able to get his shoulder up.
Moments matter in matches like this. You might not get another one. Springboard comes out for the chop. Steiner was ready for it.
Let's see how much damage has been done to that knee now, as Steiner just drove him into the buckle, and Muta's been busted open.
Oh, right into the exposed turnbuckle. Kevin Sullivan removed the turnbuckle pad, but it backfired on him. Goes for the neck breaker now, and the champion down. Muta going for the cover. Will that be enough to hold him down, though?
Very surprised he didn't at least try to hook the leg. I think that would have given him a better opportunity. You know, one thing about Scott Steiner, it's not going to be easy to get a win on this man no matter what.
Oh, I thought Muta was going to go for that moonsault again. He's got something else in mind. He wants Steiner up. Oh, that time the chop connects right to the skull. Scotty might be out. He might be unconscious. Muta going up for the moonsault one more time. Nobody home. He baited him in. What a move by the champion. And now Muta's on the top rope. Steiner's up there with him. Frankensteiner from the top rope.
He's in the middle of the ring. No way to get a rope now.
And the shoulder comes up. I can't believe it. What is making these two guys continue on? I have no idea.
They have both taken the best of the other, and they are both still standing somehow.
Irish whip sends the champion into the corner. Muta comes up, the handspring into the back elbow. Trademark Muta right there. Now what's he going for? Now he's removing the turnbuckle pad. That didn't work out so well for him last time.
Well, in the meantime, now he goes back to the top rope. He did over that moonsault, but he wasted a lot of time.
He connects. And now goes for the cover. Will that be enough for a new champion? He got it. Muta gets the win over Scott Steiner, and we've got a new television champion.
Well, Scott Steiner gave everything he had in this match. And we think about the title run he had here. I mean, he went up against some of the big names in wrestling. I remember him going up against Buddy Jack Roberts, and of course, recently going up against Arn Anderson on 605. He's gone against a who's who, but Muta seems to have some sort of ownership of this championship title.
Indeed, as Muta once again will be the NWA television champion. So many close calls in this matchup. I thought it was over right here. Look at this. He has him on the top rope. And here comes that Frankensteiner off the top rope.
Steiner wasted no time at all. He hooked the leg. He did everything you're supposed to do. But Muta simply would not stay down. And look at this, the backhand spring. We've seen that before.
And there's the moonsault.
Here is your winner, and new National Wrestling
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the television champion, the Great Muta. We'll be back with more action in just a moment. What a match!
Every generation has its stars. Major Stars. Order today at collectmajor.com.
All right, fans, we are back and ready for more action here at the Clash of the Champions. Here are the Crockett Cup Tag Team Champions.
Tag Team Ladder Match, and is for the National Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Championship. And at a combined weight of 524 pounds, Barry Windham and Mike
Mike Rotundo, Barry Windham, the U.S. Express getting ready to come out here. And boy, the battle they had on 605 a couple of weeks ago with the Russians was unbelievable.
And at a combined weight of 573 pounds, Russian Pear Ivor Koloff and Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff.
The Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, nephew Nikita Koloff. They are dominant forces. They are the reigning United States Tag Team Champions. The belt's already hanging above the ring. The way this match ends, as it's been explained, is that whichever member of the team is able to get that ladder in the ring and secure the titles, they are the champions. Anything else goes.
You know, those ladders, you can bet, are going to come into play because they are going to be weapons. They can be used as weapons as anything in the building, realistically. It's very simple. Get the belts, and that's when the match is over. Anything you got to do between now and then is perfectly legal.
Windham locking up with Nikita Koloff. Mike Rotundo and Ivan Koloff are tied up, and now Barry cuts in on that one. I gotta tell you, after what we saw a few weeks ago on the 605 program, I'm expecting to see these guys really tear into one another here tonight. Oh, look at that off the top, and he just clobbered Rotundo. Steel chair to the head by Ivan Koloff.
And there was a Russian sickle on Barry Windham, and right now the Russians are dominating the challengers.
And now the ladder right to the face of Rotundo, and Ivan Koloff is throwing anything that's not nailed down at the U.S. Express. Man, these Russians are looking absolutely unstoppable here tonight. Koloff went for the chair again. This time Windham got a hold of him, has him up across the shoulders. And there's that big roundhouse right hand. But now Nikita stepping in for his uncle. Rotundo out on the floor. Barry Windham going up against both members of the Russian team. Hot on the heels of an incredible Olympics week. We still see two rival nations going head-to-head. Face first on the steel chair by Mike Rotundo. Nicely done.
Indeed, the United States going one-on-one with Russia right now. The superpowers battling it out. Mike Rotundo might be getting those titles.
Just slipping out of the hands of Rotundo. Now he's got a hand on it. Oh, my goodness. The ladder knocked out from underneath him.
Battling for the gold. Very familiar theme.
Well, Rotundo is laid out across that ladder. Oh, and then a steel chair to add insult to injury. There's a table set up outside the ring.
It is all legal in this matchup.
Well, thus far, Rotundo was the only one to make it up the ladder and attempt to pull the titles down. Windham finally starting to turn things around on Ivan Koloff. And that ladder just got kicked outside the ring.
Well, we knew that this one was going to be fast and furious, and it was going to be brutal, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Ivan Koloff has got that ladder, and Windham just delivers a kick to the midsection.
Ivan fighting his way back. Meantime, inside the ring, knee to the midsection by Rotundo, and he's got that ladder. Rotundo sets it up in the corner. Ivan off the ropes. Oh, boot to the face, and Rotundo's been busted open.
Nice gut wrench suplex right there on Barry Windham, courtesy of Nikita Koloff.
The U.S. guys right now are in trouble.
All four of these men are bringing everything they've got to this fight because those titles mean so much.
Well, we all know the United States Tag Team titles are the precursor to being the #1 challengers for the World Tag Team titles. Those will be on the line here shortly. Russian single off the top rope to the floor. Windham is done.
Well, Rotundo is busted open again. That's the way we saw him last time on 605, and Windham is being manhandled.
Nikita motioning to the arm, I thought was getting ready for perhaps a Russian sickle. Windham with that Texas lariat takes out Ivan Koloff. They had the ladder set up momentarily. Power slam, nicely done by Wyndham, and now Nikita putting that ladder into the corner. Has Wyndham up and drops him on his head with a pile driver. That one's going to take some time.
Now it's Mike Rotundo in there all by himself, and it's a 1-2 combination.
Nikita, another single to the floor. Barry Windham is out.
Good Lord. He almost crushed his head with the steel steps, but Rotundo got out of there just in the nick of time.
Flapjack on the floor. Nikita Koloff on the concrete. Now the U.S. Express finally starting to turn things around in this one. Wyndham with those steel steps. Mike Rotundo spilling blood right now. I don't think that's bothered him too much, though.
No, but that wound is definitely getting worse as this match goes on, as you would expect it would.
Oh, Rotundo just accidentally clipped his own tag team partner, and Wyndham struck his head on the steps.
I don't even think Rotundo realizes what happened yet.
Now turning his attention to Nikita Koloff. Oh, my goodness, and now Wyndham hammering away on Ivan. That ladder was set up. I was just about to say, oh, the Russian signal from behind. Wyndham turned to the last possible moment. He caught it.
Koloff now with a bear hug. There are no submissions in this match, however.
These four men are destroying one another. You hear it said many times, ladies and gentlemen, but I gotta say it right now. None of these men will be the same, but it's over. Airplane spin. And Koloff dropped on top of the ladder.
That was a very smart move by Mike Rotundo. Now he sets up the ladder once again. Koloff was coming after him with a steel chair, and Rotundo with a clothesline of his own.
And now he's got him with that STF. Again, there are no submissions, but you can sure as heck wear your opponent out with it. Meantime, on the floor, Barry Windham with Nikita Koloff on the steel guardrail.
Now is the time for Rotundo and Windham to, oh, wait a moment.
Rotundo is up. Wyndham drops him head first. Rotundo's got the title. Oh, and he couldn't pull it down.
The U.S. Express were about to become the new United States Tag Team Champions. Belly to belly, nicely done off the ropes by Rotundo.
Ivan Koloff just saved his championship. And now Barry Windham is out there with him. The two of them are going to climb up. Ivan has got Wyndham. Suplex off the, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
This is absolutely out of control.
Once again, welcome to everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for the Clash of the Champions. Tukey Wilkos in the house. William Styles is here. And a clothesline.
Well, thus far, the U.S. Express have had the best opportunities to walk away with the gold.
Another airplane spin. Wyndham with a neck breaker. And now Rotundo's got that ladder. What's he going to do with it?
He sets it up, and now can he climb? Wait a minute. Wyndham is going to climb.
Barry Windham's got a hand on the title. Oh, my goodness. The ladder got clipped out from underneath him.
Well, right now the Russians are playing with fire because if you keep allowing the U.S. boys to get up on top of that ladder, eventually they're going to secure those tag team titles.
Nikita just broke that Singapore cane over the back, and now he tried for the Russian single.
We've got bodies all over the floor now. Nikita Koloff is going after the titles, and I don't know that anyone's there to stop him.
Nikita can't get a hand on it. Now he does. The Russians looking to retain. They've done it. I can't believe it.
Oh, that is a travesty if ever there was one.
Fans, we knew this one was going to be something special, and it was. The Russians showing why they are the dominant force that they are here in the NWA in the world of tag team wrestling, and what a match these four men put on.
This was absolutely brutal. It was hard to watch. I can only imagine what it was like to be in there.
Here we see Rotundo. He had the belt in his hand. He's trying to well, we missed it, but he was trying to unhook it right there, but Ivan would knock that ladder out from underneath him. And here we see it again. There's that Russian sickle that caught Wyndham on the side. And enough damage was done.
Here are your winners, and still National Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Champions, Russian Air Ivar.
Can anybody defeat the Russians? We'll be back with more in just a moment. What a match.
This is what the world has been waiting for. This is your big chance. From the Volunteer State of Tennessee, weighing in at 432 pounds, Van the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton rocks the charge with his new hit single, Boogie Woogie Dancehall.
I was down at the end of Rock and Roll Street. Got a rock and roll band, got the boogie woogie beat. At the boogie woogie dance hall.
And Robert and Ricky have been rocking the wrestling world. Now you can join their official fan club. As a member, you'll get a life-size poster of Ricky and Robert, 4 newsletters during the year, your official membership card, and you'll get a copy of Ricky Morton's new hit single. Send $19.95 to Rock and Roll Express Fan Club, P.O. Box 11390, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28220. Certified checks and money orders accepted only. Remember, Ricky Morton's new hit single is available only to fan club members. It's not available in stores.
All right, fans, we are back here at the Clash of the Champions. Holy cow, they're still cleaning up after that last one. Coming up next, the United States Championship match. It is going to be the finish him match, the total package with the torture rack against the Nature Boy Ric Flair and the figure 4. Which one is going to get the job done and walk out here tonight with the United States Championship?
Well, we know one thing right now, and that is that both of these men have no love for one another. Luger was a member of the Horsemen until he was very unceremoniously cut loose at the hands of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Luger was about to become, a lot of people believe, the World Heavyweight Champion when Flair jumped in the ring. We thought to assist Luger at the time, but instead turned on Luger with that steel chair to the head.
Well, they have been going back and forth ever since, and tonight it all comes to a head. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Which one of them is going to get the job done?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WC
Here comes the challenger, the former world heavyweight champion, and the man who plans to get back to that point at some point.
Well, Flair understands that if he is the United States champion, that makes him the #1 contender, and that is what he wants right now.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair, one of the greatest of all times. And we talk about a finisher match. That figure 4 leg lock has finished a lot of people off.
Well, you look at some of the people who have gone up against Ric Flair over the years, and the one that comes to mind immediately is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. There are those that believe Dusty's leg still is not at 100% due to all the damage he suffered at the hands of Ric Flair and that figure 4 leg lock.
Here comes the United States heavyweight champion and former member of the Four Horsemen, the total package, Lex Luger.
Well, the total package, Lex Luger, he knows the Nature Boy Ric Flair very well, having traveled the roads, having been in the house, as it were, of the Horsemen for so long.
Indeed, when you run in the stable of the Four Horsemen, then you learn the ways, and he knows that he's not just fighting Ric Flair tonight. You never know what else might be coming your way. Take a look at the physique on Lex Luger. This guy is really put together.
You know, one of the other things that we don't really discuss all that often, and that is the fact that the Horsemen are down to 3. There is that 4th spot still open, and there's been a lot of question as to who may fill that role.
Introducing the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 243 pounds, Ric Flash. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the WCW United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
Total package, Lex Luger, the United States champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, the challenger, and this one is for all the marbles. The United States Heavyweight Championship on the line. Here we go, wrestling fans, get ready. Referee calls for the bell. Action's underway, and here we go. Early on, there's the rear waist lock by Lex Luger. He'll have the size and strength advantage over the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair's going to have the advantage and experience by a lot.
Nice reversal right there by Luger. Snapmare takes over Flair, and now he really has that rear chin lock. Low, look at him pulling back on that chin lock, and that one really going to do some extra damage to the neck of Ric Flair. You know, we talk about the Nature Boy having the experience advantage. There's no doubting that, not by a long shot. but he also has those back issues. He was involved, as many of you know, in a very serious plane crash at one point in his career. Many thought he'd never wrestle again as a result. He's proven them all wrong. However, should Luger be able to get him in that torture rack, I don't know that his back can withstand that one.
Well, you bring up a really good point. Ric Flair, indeed, has wrestled with that bad back for a lot of years, and he's also had a lot of major victories and world championship runs. But we're talking about Lex Luger. The total package is not just a moniker. He really is everything they say he is. And he's in the prime of his career. Suplex right there. That already going to aggravate that back of Ric Flair. Luger outside the ring. He's got a stop sign. Are you kidding me?
Why in the world is there a stop sign in the ring to begin with?
Flair got out of the way just in the nick of time, but Luger still tracks him down. And now the total package. Watch Flair on his feet. And the axe handle to the head. The Nature Boy is down. And now, once again, he's got that stop sign. He caught him.
Looks like he just caught him in the temple with the corner of that sign.
Ted lifts Flair up off the canvas and now running power slam. There are not many people who have the physical strength to do what he just did. You're talking about deadlifting somebody who's like 240 pounds and now throws him almost on top of the stop sign.
I'm not sure that that wasn't the target originally, but he's got it again.
Oh! Flair just got crowned, and Flair goes down low.
Well, he did that on 605. However, this time around, there's no disqualifications for it.
And now the Nature Boy turning the tide here on the total package. Lex Luger, look at that stop sign.
Now the action takes place here outside the ring on the floor. There will be no countouts. There'll be no disqualifications. Figure 4 versus the torture rack. It is that simple.
Head bounced off the concrete. And now Ric Flair choking him out. There's no 5 count to worry about. He can do whatever he wants.
The man is referred to as the dirtiest player in the game. As a matter of fact, he refers to himself as such.
Irish whip into the corner. Now the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He's got that stop sign again. Oh, and he cracks the champion in the skull. Luger's in trouble.
Look at the condition that stop sign is in now. It is bent and mangled, and now after the knee drop to the head by the Nature Boy, Luger is busted open.
I'm not sure if it was the knee drop or the stop sign that got him, but indeed the champion's a bloody mess. Oh, he's hemorrhaging. Luger's in really bad shape right now.
He might need some medical attention, ladies and gentlemen.
Flair with that knee once again. Look at it. And he's going to go for the figure 4 leg lock. Did he do enough damage? Flair has it on. He got him. Flair got him.
Luger did not last long after that one.
I gotta tell you, I am shocked that he gave it up.
I don't know that he had too much of a choice. I mean, look at that blow right there. I don't know that he ever came back from that.
Man, he drove that knee into the head of Luger at least twice. And look at the condition of that stop sign.
And the new WCW champion.
History made here at the Clash, ladies and gentlemen. The Horsemen once again have gold in their stable, courtesy of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Oh my goodness. All right, fans, we are back and getting ready for the next big matchup. But holy cow, this crowd's still buzzing about what we just saw moments ago.
Unbelievable match between the Nature Boy Ric Flair and the Total Package Lex Luger. I don't know that we've heard the end of it, but right now Ric Flair has brought the gold back home, and the Horsemen perhaps are ready to start to turn the page. Once again, still don't know who the fourth member is. I don't know that they know who the fourth member is.
Well, I know that Flair has been looking, and he has been weighing options, and that's all we've got right now to go by. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it has been a whirlwind over the last 3 weeks on 605 with the Midnight Express. We saw what happened 3 weeks ago to Dennis Condrey. He was in the back lot area outside of the studios, got attacked by a man in a mask. Did a variety of damage to him outside in the lot, effectively ending the in-ring career of Dennis Condrey. Condrey came back a couple weeks later. He's been wearing the neck brace, doctor's orders. He is not allowed to get in the ring. He's not allowed for any physicality, but he has been making it his point to find out who the man under the mask was. This past Saturday, finally, the question has been answered, and we now know that it is Stan Lane. And he and Bobby Eaton together will be taking advantage of this World Tag Team title match against Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
Well, you know what? They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. In this case, if you're Dennis Condrey, who do you keep closer?
Hard to say. All right, let's head to the ring now for the introductions. Sweet Stan Lane and beautiful Bobby Eaton, along with James E. Cornette. I was asking the question for the last couple of weeks, who was the man in the locker room that we saw Bobby Eaton talking to? And I think we now know the answer.
Yeah, I've got to believe Cornette would have been more than likely the mastermind behind all of this.
Hasn't been a great night for the champions thus far. A new television champion, new United States champion. Are we looking at new tag team champions?
Yeah, so far the Russians are the only ones that have been able to hold the gold. But I've got all the faith in the world in Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 457 pounds. Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Stan, the Midnight Express. And their opponents at a combined weight of 534 pounds. Magna T.A. and Dusty Rhodes.
As we take a look at the World Tag Team Champions. Still to come. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Sting to defend against Michael P.S. Hayes.
Well, the kind of night we have had here, I don't know what to expect anymore.
Bell sounds, action's underway, and look at this. Bobby Eaton comes right out with a drop kick, and down goes Magnum. Quick tag is made. Sweet Stan comes in, reverse waist lock into a German suplex. And right now, both members of the Midnight Express getting off to a great start here with Magnum.
Nice Northern Light suplex that time by Stan Lane. Goes for a quick cover. Not enough to get a 3 count, however.
Stan now on the middle rope. Elbow right into the chest, and James E. Cornette watching on from ringside. There's a count, and look at Dusty already coming in to make the save. It's early in the match.
Well, they've been hitting Magnum with some pretty heavy artillery thus far. And Dusty knows his tag team partner, and perhaps he sees some problems.
Magnum with a slam, and down goes Stan Lane. Right back up, though. Dusty Rhodes tagging in and got caught with a right hand. Sweet Stan with a Russian leg sweep. No, face first, and he plants Dusty. And somehow a steel chair fell into the ring. I wonder how that happened.
Well, I can't say that I saw it, but if I had to take a suggested hint.
Dusty Rhodes now going to work on Stan Lane. Has a knee in the back, pulling back on that chin. Referee wants to see if he wants to give it up, but Stan Lane not going to surrender. The Midnight Express were granted this title match a month ago. And apparently James E. Cornette had something to do with that.
Yeah, you have to wonder, how long has he been operating behind the scenes, and how long has he been manipulating the mind of beautiful Bobby Eaton? Eaton had to know about this. It seemed like he wasn't necessarily happy with the situation with Condrey, but he went along with it anyway.
Here's the cover. 1, there's 2, and wow. Stan Lane had to reach a little deeper down to kick out of that one. Magnum with the wind-up, big right hand, and down he goes, and Stan Lane's in trouble right now.
Well, Magnum making a critical mistake allowing the tag to Eaton.
Stan Lane, I think he's busted open. Magnum working over Bob Eaton as we try to get a look at Stan Lane. Oh wow, he's lacerated. And now Bob Eaton dropped head first into the turnbuckle. Down he goes. Magnum getting ready. Knee right to the chest. Irish whip over the top rope. Bob Eaton getting lit up here on the apron as Magnum with the heavy forearms across the chest.
Bobby Eaton just did a header onto the concrete floor following that 10 count at the hands of Magnum TA.
Has him up in the air. An atomic knee drop on the floor. Back into the ring, and now the tag team champions starting to look pretty good in this one.
Yeah, I would say they have regained control nicely.
Belly to belly suplex, and that might be all she wrote. Save was made by Sweet Stan Lane.
Bob Eaton is shook up from that belly-to-belly suplex. I don't mind saying it.
Magnum trying to separate that shoulder, and there's a desperation tag made to Stan Lane.
Referee, meantime, is tied up with the turnbuckle, and back body drop nicely done by Magnum.
Rights and left hands all finding the mark. There's a nice tag made right there. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream from the middle rope, down across the arm, and now Stan Lane in trouble.
Dusty was setting him up for that DDT, and Stan Lane fought his way out of it, but then got too close to the wrong corner, and Magnum got his full attention.
Into the buckle, and now let's see what they've got in mind. Jim Cornette is up there. What is he doing? Nice move right there by Stan Lane, and once again that turnbuckle is exposed, courtesy of Jim Cornette. Clothesline, and Dusty out to the floor. And now Stan Lane going after both members. And he is taking out America's team all by himself, and now Dusty. Drop of the elbow here on the floor to Stan Lane.
Both teams know what's on the line, those World Tag Team titles, and they mean everything. Dusty Rhodes, did you see that? He just dropped kicked Eaton right off the apron to the floor.
And now Stan Lane is in the wrong part of town, fighting off both members of America's team. Oh, head first into the steel post. That's got to be it.
Dusty Rhodes going to work on the knee and the ankle of Stan Lane here on the floor.
Referee's count gets to 8. Both men will be in there enough to break the count, but what's left of Stan Lane, I don't know. Here's a count of 1. And how he kicked out on 1, I have no idea. Dusty Rhodes, bionic elbow. Dusty covered, the referee is distracted, come on.
Well, that is exactly what Jim Cornette was trying to do, and it worked.
And now there are a war of words here at ringside. Cornette and Dusty Rhodes get into it.
Nice move right there by Stan Lane, but Dusty Rhodes clearly had him beat. The referee did not see it. There's a DDT by Stan Lane and a tag made to Bobby Eaton.
Lately, we've seen Bobby Eaton in singles competition. He has that top rope move he likes, the Alabama Jam, and if he hits you with it, it is lights out. Another tag made, but in the meantime, Dusty able to get across the ring to Magnum TA. They tie up. And now Stan Lane whips him to the corner, back out front. Bulldogs have into the canvas, and Magnum might be done. New tag team champions right here. 1. There's 2. We got him. Oh, the shoulder comes up.
How in the world did he get up from that one? I don't know. What a tremendous move by Stan Lane. You know, we talked earlier on about Muta and his training in martial arts. Stan Lane is another one with what they would refer to as very educated feet.
Belly to belly. Magnum has him. Save made by beautiful Bobby at the last moment. The champions have had this win on a number of occasions already, but something always seems to go wrong. Here's the double team. Dusty from the middle rope. Oh, shot right between the eyes, and down goes Stan Lane. He is a mess. Goes for the cover. Does Dusty Rhodes. Has he done enough damage? Yes! America's team will retain the tag team titles.
Oh, this one was one for the records. All four of these guys left it laying on the line here tonight.
The Midnight Express had some real close calls there. At the same time, America's team seemed like they had the match won earlier, if not for some outside shenanigans, courtesy of one James E. Cornette.
Take a look back at some of the highlights in this. Truly amazing. Look at it. Here's that belly to belly, and that one was almost all she wrote. Stan Lane got in there just in the nick of time to make the save, and then Dusty Rhodes, look at this. This was the match, and the referee had his back turned, missed the whole thing.
Let's watch this one. The Bulldog. How Magnum managed to kick out, I have no idea. Big win for America's team.
WCW World Tag Team Champions, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum.
Indeed, this is the alternative programming here on Monday night. This is the Clash of the Champions, and there are your tag team champions. America's team, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA. We'll be back with our main event next.
Welcome to the Nation Network, your home for all things pro wrestling. From classic video games to the latest releases, we dive deep into wrestling past and present. Step into the ring with Legends Mania, where dream matches come alive as legends clash with today's top stars. Join the conversation on Wrestle Chat, our podcast breaking down the biggest stories and hottest events in wrestling today.
Leave an island unto my own.
And don't miss the voice of Ultra Pro Wrestling, Vince McShane, right here on the Nation Network. This is the place where wrestling lives, breathes, and never sleeps. Hit subscribe and let's run wild together.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, we are ready. This is the main event, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Michael PSA's heading down. Talk about a date with destiny.
The leader of the fabulous Freebirds getting a crack at the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight.
And here comes his opponent, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sting.
The man who took the World Championship away from the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, several months ago, and after the way things have turned out tonight, he may have to be watching over his shoulder once again as Ric Flair being the United States champion, is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title.
Introducing the challenger. From Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 255 pounds, Michael P.S. Hayes. And his opponent, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 250 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon, Steve!
Sting turns over the heavyweight championship title. Referee showing it off to Michael P.S. Hayes. What a great opportunity this is for Michael Hayes as well as the fabulous Freebirds.
Yeah, I mean, if they got the World Heavyweight title in their stable, that's going to definitely control a lot of the future for the Freebirds. Don't think they don't know it. All right, fans, this is our main event. We are ready. Both participants lock up, and now Michael Hayes backing the champion into the corner. Charles Robinson trying to get a clean break, and we do.
Bit of a power struggle going on early here. Both these men are very evenly matched. I say that Sting has a little bit more going for him in the power category, and definitely the experience goes to Michael P.S. Hayes.
Sting getting more and more experience each passing week, however, especially since winning the heavyweight championship.
Hayes grinding it out here on the ground. Oh, and he drove that knee right to the head.
Down across the arm, and Michael Hayes, a man who is synonymous with professional wrestling, coming from, look at this quick cover and attempt there. Nice reversal by Hayes. Coming from the Texas region as of late. Series of battles, wars, if you will, with the Von Erichs. We saw some of that spill out over here not too long ago to Kerry Von Erich.
Kerry was the United States champion, and a lot of people believe, myself included, is that Michael Hayes attacking him leading up to his match with Luger might have played a role in why he lost that title.
Right now, Michael P.S. Hayes is working on that knee of Sting. Referee's count taking place. Now, if you're Sting, you can get counted out. You can even get disqualified, and you're still going to be the World Heavyweight Champion. If you're Michael Hayes, you have to keep Sting in the ring. You have to get a pinfall or a submission. That's the only way you can win the title.
Indeed, that is referred to as the champion's advantage, and the question is, which one of them will have that advantage?
Back through the ropes, and the match continues here inside the ring. Nice move right there. Gutbuster by the challenger. Oh, he's got that knee right in the back of Sting. Stinger comes out of there very quickly. Has him up with a, what's he going to do with him here? Power bomb, oh my word. Sting drops the elbow.
That one rattled the bones of Michael Hayes.
You can feel that in the cheap seats, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, did he put some whip on that. And now Sting once again trying for a submission. Knee in the back, pulling back on the chin, and Michael Hayes gets out of there as quick as he can. Hayes going onto the top rope. Oh, that diving knee right to the pectoral.
Yeah, he was very deliberate with the location of that one.
Sting now has him in the corner. Stinger splash. Hayes collapsing out to the floor. Sting goes for the cover. 1, 2, and he got no.
Wow, that would have been close and very quick as well.
Sting go for the Scorpion. This could be all she wrote. Michael Hayes in trouble.
Close to the ropes. Can he get through them?
Sting releasing the hold. Michael Hayes not in good shape at all right now. Nice hip toss, well done as Hayes goes for the cover. I doubt you're going to pin him with a hip toss.
Certainly not at this point in the match. You got to do more damage. This is the Stinger after all. He is the world champion, and it's not by accident.
They tie up. What is going on here? Michael Hayes just caught him with that snapping backhand. Sting is down. And Hayes undoing the turnbuckle pad, and now that steel ring is exposed. Stop. It looked like it was the midsection of A, but the referee is distracted, and with Hayes, you never know.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he didn't take advantage of the referee.
Oh, Sting caught it. Back heel tripping down goes Michael Hayes. Once again has him down. He's over the Scorpion.
He's too close to the ropes this time. All he's got to do is reach, and it's all over.
Hayes doesn't seem to realize how close to the ropes he was. Stinger dropping that elbow right to the midsection. Hayes might be done. There's one, there's two. He got him. And Sting will retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Both of the men in this match had their moments, but Michael Hayes at the end of the day really wasn't able to overcome the pure athleticism and the power and strength of the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, Sting has proven time and time again that he didn't win that World Championship by fluke. He held on to it now for several months. A lot of people didn't think he'd hold it on to it for weeks. Said he was too new, too green. He's proven a lot of people wrong.
Indeed, adding another legendary name to the list, and Michael P.S. Hayes here tonight.
Fans want to thank you for joining us here on the superstation that is the nation for the Clash of the Champions. Good night, everyone. We'll see you at 6:05 on Saturday night.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!